Hey everyone, this is Sonia with SEH Unlimited. Coming on tonight, saying hi. Come on out, say hello to you. And a couple things. I've been catching up on a few things. One of the things that I really wanted to show. Okay. Okay, so 988, it's the National Suicide Prevention Line. If you're going through it, you know somebody that's going through it, share the information with them. It's 988. You can dial 988. You can go to their website. Um, that's that. And the other I wanted to share is the 211. It's kind of cool. It asks you what you're looking for, and it asks for your zip code. It's nationwide in the United States. And you may find other assistance out there. We're getting ready to get hit with a recession, so if you can, I'll put the links in the description. But now that we're on with that, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my business tonight. I'm going to talk about my resin art. So this is a soap dish that I made. It also glows in the dark. And really cool ashtray. Coaster. This is a cell phone holder. See, my phone has the little dooly dad on the back. You just put it right there, and you can. It's a lot stabler on a desk. It's really pretty nice little thing. I got an order for another one of these. These guys. So that's going to be interesting. Blues and greens. This is another one of my soap dishes. Little coaster. Soldier Man, the wounded soldier. Another little cell phone holder. And you know what? I do custom work. Now, here's the thing with my business. It's like my website having issues. I got somebody working on it, and they're telling me I got to call my domain people. And the thing is after I bought it, they sold themselves to someone else, and so it's a little hard to get in touch with them. But hopefully, I'll have my website up and going soon. I want to continue my blog that I had in there. Um, not only do I like to write and stuff like that, but I would totally be open to sharing other people's work if you're wanting to put it on my platform. If you want to come on here and read, talk about your business, I'd love to hear about your business. I think what I want to do is I want to talk about something people struggled with and triumphed over, just personal success. And, then talk about your business. And but tonight, since it's just me, I'm sure I could stop self sabotaging by putting it out. But I got to get used to it anyway. So, one thing I did take a look at was it's like I keep seeing all these banks out there advertising about get your paycheck 2 days early. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's the whole set. But I'm seeing a lot of this. Get your paycheck a couple days early. Avoid bank draft fees and stuff like that. And just from what I'm seeing all around me, it's almost like, hey, there's always a safety net. Now, I believe in the 211 being out there for assistance, because there are people in other countries, they don't have assistance. They don't have that set up. And luckily we do, and those things, when they got set up, it wasn't like somebody just said, hey, what do we do here? It was because people saw an issue and they put their dollars behind what they believed in. And that's why, like, on your electricity bills, I heard one story about it. But on your electricity bills, you'll often see a chance to donate. Um, um, right now, there's assistance out there like crazy, but we're also getting ready to hit a recession, which is why all these different forms of how to make money, I feel, are coming out. And yeah, I want to get in on a little bit of it. Um, I have some videos I need to do on my work and start my affiliates and stuff like that, and start selling more of my work. I'm looking at going to putting my stuff at a show in April. And so what I'm thinking is, because what I've typically done is, sold my soap and single bars and soap dishes separately. I think what I'm going to do is just make it a pack. A soap with a soap dish, cell phone holder with a coaster. Because if you're just chilling out and you got your cell phone sitting there, usually you have something to drink too. Sitting up there with a bottle of water. And please drink your water. Now, I don't know. These are some coasters that I'm working on. Something like that. I like that saying, "Enough said." It's like, don't need to say anymore. Enough said. But there are enough of the people that make stickers and do, oh, check that one out, that make stickers and do all kinds of little things. That cute. So, in addition to what I'm looking at is making little pack kits in there of soap and my resin art and up in the price. And I think that will be a really good idea. What I hope to have in here is eventually other people will come on, talk about their business and things that they've went through. And, eventually it'd be used as a sounding board. And, somebody gets a certain amount of time and then people just listen to what they say and shoot ideas off to them. And, I think the cost of the cost to participate in it would be to participate in it. You have to be on the sounding board before you can present. I am really excited. Well, it looks like the life of our show is having some technical difficulties right now. But anyway, this follow train has been pretty awesome. And let me see how many people I'm up to. But I wonder what it's like being just going live on TikTok, because it's like it seems like there's always 666 people. So while I'm waiting for her, um, I'm going to have my third acupuncture appointment. You do need to drink a lot of water. You know, if you're watching this after the fact, and you have questions or anything like that, please feel free to leave a comment because I do look at those. Oh my God. What's funny is you give your loyalties to these companies and you feel like you're cheating on them when in all honesty, they're probably the same people owned by the same people. You just never know. Speaking of the recession, my thought is that the small business is where it's going to be at because the main thing that's going to be affected by small business is the fact that they're not going to be able to keep as much stock on hand, or there may not be as many options available, but the prices and service shouldn't be affected. I wouldn't think. Um, I bought a hoop house off Amazon, and when I got it, there were holes in the walls, and so they sent me a new cover. And then we had a snow, and all the welds failed. Let's see if I have a picture of it here. All of the welds failed, and so I had to email them and let them know. And she says, "Well, I see snow there, but it's just a mess." But it's the thing is that in every industry I see it. It's like everybody wants everything right here. They want it right now, and everything, and they want it faster. They want it, and the thing is we're not made for that. It's like people. I have a feeling that people have a hard time processing all the stuff that we do or don't do. Okay, let's see if you can see this. Okay, see off to the right, that was the hoop house, approximately 8 o'clock in the morning. You see that snow on there? It's barely an inch, couple inches. And this was it a couple hours later. The whole thing just caved in. I had tree collards, an asparagus. I mean, we had just put it up this summer. I'm gonna have to do. I got so many reviews to do. It's like I bought a bunch of stuff off this company, Temu, And I wasn't sure exactly, but it's like I know that the stuff on Amazon they're getting from somewhere, and yeah, it is cheaper. And I saw this group for this one place that does the direct shipping, but the only thing is that you have to buy in huge quantities, or there's a $300 shipping, and I was just like, that's too much for me. So I ended up seeing one for Temu. This is a little silverware set, little portable silverware set. It's got a spoon, a fork, and chopsticks. There is no knife. Oops. But it's, it's nice, especially these days when have you ever gone to a restaurant and the food and the silverware is dirty, and you feel like you know what, you got one of these, you just pull that out your purse and go on about your business. That way you know it's clean. But yeah, we really got to take care of ourselves these days. I was hoping to see somebody on there, people that are really into the health thing as far as eating healthier and the herbs and things like that. I thought that would be an awesome thing because a lot of the ailments that we have are ailments that are or can be controlled by our diets. But I want to get back better on my diet. And I say that every year. But I have in the last few years. I'm just not where everybody else thinks I should be. Man, there's so many things I want to do with my business. I want to create a soap course and show people how to make it. And it's like there are all these courses and stuff like that. And I got one. And there are different types of soap making. For instance, there's hot and cold process. Those are two types of soap making that I do what is called melt and pour. Um, I don't have to worry about the saponification process. And for those who don't know, that's when the lye mixes with the oils and um, basically makes it so it doesn't burn you when you use it. But I get my soap already processed, and I add the scents and the colors and it designs how I do it. I make glow in the dark soaps. I've made oatmeal soaps. My main thing is just making soaps that look fun and interesting to the eye. Because sometimes only 10 minutes you're going to get. Sometimes the only 10 minutes that you are going to get is that few minutes in the bathroom or whatever. You know, washing your hands. It's I mean, sometimes that few minutes is all you're going to get. But when I make my soap, so my journey started out, I was born with bad skin. And with the bad skin, it was, it itched all the time. If I needed if it didn't itch, it was burning. And when it was burning, it would just, it would burn for hours. I mean, and it's like we're talking in your pits, like in your armpits or in your knees pits or any other pits. it burn, it would crack for hours. And a lot of times getting prescriptions, a lot of times they didn't work. Um, Sometimes, when they did work, they didn't work for long. And sometimes they were just too expensive. And it's like, my cousin introduced me to making my own soap. And I've been making my own soap for over 20 years, over 25. I'm getting old. But about 3 years ago, I really started getting into all the different things that you can do with it, like glow in the dark and, different streamers and stuff like that, different colors and everything. And there's just a whole world of soap makers out there. I mean, it's just beautiful, the things that people can do with some soap. But I have a donation that I do every year. Um, a donation is the gift that lets everyone know that they matter. And it's like, I give soap away. And this year I was able to do over 100 bars. And what I found is that they use them for gifts for teenage girls. So it's very nice to be in a position where I am able to share. And because there's so many people that are not. And one of the TikTokers with that follow trend, it's like, I don't do it all the time, but a lot of times I like to go in and, see what content people have and put a like or what have you on their video and stuff like that, because, I want to see what you're doing. And so I've been noticing a few of them that don't have anything up there. And I'm just like, why? But then, you just like it, you got in on it. And it's not that, and maybe it's that I'm looking at it wrong, because I got a goal I'm trying to meet. And yeah, but it's kind of like you standing around getting to put a microphone in everybody's face and you don't get to say who you are. I don't know. Not like anyway. So I asked one person, and they sent me a text message telling me that, they're not in the United States and there is no welfare. When you have nothing, you truly have nothing. And I would like to say, being born and raised in the United States, not everybody qualifies to get assistance. I grew up very, very hungry. I grew up very, there are times when we were homeless, but we didn't qualify. So, I'm not trying to take your argument away from you, but the thing is that, we all need to be self-reliant, because the thing is that this stuff that's there now is not going to be there. And I truly believe that prison is the new slavery. I mean, they're making moves now. It's like you got to pay for your stay. Everybody's behind that, because it's like, if you did something to get in there, why should I pay to feed you? But at the same time, we kind of pay to feed to everybody, regardless of whether we agree with anything or not. Um, as far as our prisons go, I really do believe that they need to be geared to uh, get people back out in society with a skill. But I mean, there are so many things that can be done. It's like when you tell somebody they're out on probation and that they have to get a job and they have to stay in a halfway house and they have to pay in this restitution. Most states, it's hard for them to keep up with that, because nobody wants to hire them. Now I know in Washington State, if you're a felon, it's a pretty good state to be a felon in, simply because Washington State, last I checked, haven't heard anything about it going away, but you never know. But they have a sponsorship program basically for people who are felons, so that they can get a job. Um, and they get a job with a really good little wage, and so they can get on their feet and stuff like that. And I think that's great, but I also think we should have programs like that for people who don't go to jail. I mean, just because you've shown you can make different decisions, you could still should have the option of getting some sort of assistance like that should you need it. And I know that one of the biggest fears or things that's going on is, all the scams and stuff like that. Personally, I feel that um, I don't know. People are always going to scam. Maybe we should all just keep all their phone numbers and emails that they give us, and then we all get them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But they're always going to be there. There's the only thing we can do is educate ourselves, support ourselves, and be there for one another. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodnight, but tell me what you think. All right. Check y'all later. Bye bye.